Do all content creators think the same? Do all content creators think the same? From 100 Thieves.
Talking in a funny voice would get me a lot of...
Here we go.
Like, I knew looking the way I do and talking in a funny voice would get me a lot of views, and it did.
I think if it's like really bad, then no. If it's like...
Oh yeah, Blau had some wild takes on this one. I don't even think my takes were that wild.
How about Kanye West? How do you feel?
God looked like Pokemon, and Pokemon told me to go on a murder spree or something. Should Pokey be held accountable for that?
All right, listen, my queen orders me on a murder spree. Like,
a content creator is harder than working a traditional 9-to-5 job.
Jump in that real quick. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
From personally speaking, I used to work at a vet tech. I was a vet tech assistant. I don't even have to work 4 days. I have to wake up, and then I would clock in, and then I would like fake my hours so that I could have longer lunches. And I would cherish every single moment of my lunch break, and I would sneak to a Pete's Coffee, and I would come back, and then I would fake clock in, but I only clocked in like a 45-minute lunch, but I was really taking 2.5 hours, and I was scared I was going to lose my job all the time, and then I would always be looking at the clock to see when I could get off. And so always be looking at the clock to see when I could get off.
Leslie just this is why people love Fousey, right? It's like she's just the most relatable person. I feel like a lot of content creators don't know that aspect of like working a job where you're like secretly trying to like get extra time on your lunch and shit like that.
As opposed to like, you know, now if I like the last 3 days I've been like getting a week to catch up on jet lag. It's been really nice. And yes, obviously there's some struggles of being a content creator, and there's some downsides. But overall, I think that the freedom and of schedule is something that it just tops for me. It makes it so much easier.
As someone who's worked several...
Okay, this is one of those where it's like, okay, there's also what is the correct answer to say as a content creator. So I think there's two elements to this video, chat. There's what do we think, and then what is the correct answer so that we don't piss people off. And the correct answer is we always say this is easier, which it is, but which, you know, genuinely is. But I do think there are some like weird, I don't know. There's some weird shit that comes with it. I think being a content creator is fun to do for like a little bit, earn your money, and then get the fuck out of it. Because as easy as the jobs are and as much money as you can make, I think it takes a incredible psychological toll on people and can actually fuck people up for the rest of their lives mentally. So, why do you want me to click this? Ask Leslie a question and you just... Holy shit.
Years in a really shitty minimum wage customer service job.
I mean, that's the other thing. Is like, are we comparing like streaming to like shitty 9-to-5s or like a nice cushy salary job, you know? Because
this job, like being a content creator in comparison is like, just, it's incomparably easy. Like
I agree with this, right? We're basically asking like the top like 0.1% of content creators. And then we were, the two examples that we compared to are like, you know, and so I have friends who work like cushy corporate jobs, make good money, and they have, you know, peace in their life, you know?
I feel so privileged being able to do what I do.
Yeah, my friend always said you quit your shitty job to stream, so don't make streaming a shitty job. You know, I literally quit my dog shit
Nice
job
Week's
to
such a
pursue
bro.
streaming,
I fucking
it's
love
obviously
Nice
not
Week.
nearly as hard as that. And I would never quit this to go back. So, yeah.
Now he's best battle royale streamer of the year.
2024 Streamer Awards, baby.
Let's go.
I can't. I love this dude, but I can't take him.
Streaming is easier than making a YouTube video.
Wait, agree.
Strongly agree, neutral.
Streaming is easier than making a YouTube video because I can just kind of sit there and stream of consciousness, do something. YouTube, I need to make like a product, like a thumbnail, and have like a reason behind it, or else like it'll suck.
I think by the way, the reason I was neutral here, I think, if I remember my answer right, I'm like, neither one is harder. They're different. They're just a different skill set. Like if you look at like what Mr. Beast puts into a Mr. Beast video, or like what like really good YouTube. Actually, we'll use like a better example because I love Michael Reeves content. Like if you look at what Michael Reeves puts into his YouTube videos, like that's like a whole like amount of shit that they have to do, right? Your YouTube videos are stream highlights? Well, wait for my answer, Crams. Mark's Moldy. Thanks for the 5 gifted subs. And welcome, Senecaris. It's Ale, Jim Greaves, Flat Waffle, Melina Flowers. Wow, wait, they're paying forward the gifted sub from G-Jam? Oh, thanks so much. Why would I wait? It don't fit my agenda of hate watching. These are the 5 gifted subs. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like comparing sports, right? I mean, I look at like, say, like a Kai Cenat stream though, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, yeah, there's think about it. There's a bunch of YouTubers where like their YouTube content is just, I don't know, fucking reacting to some shit or like pretty like low effort YouTube stuff that just happens to get a lot of clicks. There's a lot of streamers that do low effort shit, but then there's also streamers that do really high effort shit and YouTubers that do that.
If it's a good YouTube video, it's hard to do, but if it's a good stream, it's hard to do, right? If it's a, like, I don't know, shitty YouTube video, that's pretty easy to do, and a shitty stream's easy to do, you know? I think it's just depends what you're doing. I don't know.
It depends on the length of the streams as well.
I mean, I make shitty YouTube videos and shitty streams, so I think they're both pretty equally, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Wait, what the?
I think when it comes to YouTube, I'm such a perfectionist about it.
I was saying that, and Leslie's like, yeah. Yeah, like, what the fuck, Leslie? Like, come on.
Where I need to script every word. My delivery has to be absolutely perfect. And streaming has a lot more freedom where I don't have as much pressure to have everything that comes out of my mouth to be exactly perfect in the moment.
If I'm doing like a 15-hour stream, I'm cooked by the end. And I don't know how, again, if you're doing a huge YouTube video, that's obviously gonna be hard to do, but I guess it depends on like what you're doing. Like for me, my YouTube videos are just kind of
Cream, thanks for the
like,
prime.
it takes me like 30 minutes to do if I'm doing it off stream. So it's not really like, it's subjective person to person. So
Also, whoever just said I look short, I'm sorry that I'm standing with like, dude, I swear there's just not like normal height guys in the scene. Like, and I love Connor, but like Connor's like a pretty short dude. Like Connor's like 5'7", 5'8". And so it's either like guys who are just substantially shorter than me, or it's the fucking Titans from the wall, Elam and Nicewig, 6'4", 6'5", right? Like Elam just makes everyone look short.
You know?
Going viral is more about luck than skill. Going viral is more about luck than skill.
I
disagree
with this.
Do you disagree? Are you neutral?
So I kind
I think it depends. By the way, I think for this question, it depends what you mean by going viral. Like, can one thing go viral? Sure. A lot of like individual things, but like consistently going viral is a skill.
of see viralities as similar to like a battle royale, you know what I mean? Or like a roguelike where it's like all the shit is random sometimes, and sometimes you just have a really hot lucky streak and you go viral. But there are definitely people who sometimes have figured out kind of a formula for their shit to get pushed out more frequently, more often. They have like a better understanding of like the algorithm. So, but there's also people who have literally never made a fucking video in their life before. They recorded this one thing and it's their first, it's like a 1 billion view video, you know? So I think there's both. There's definitely both, but there are some people that have figured it out more. And if you know how to do it, please contact me. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Social media is hard, bro. I don't know how to do short form. All right, thank you.
Yeah, that was a good argument by Peter, enough so that I think I'm neutral now. That makes a lot of sense. I think it's a bit of both. You know, you got to be at the right place, right time, but you also need to be like prepared for it. So there's both.
I think to blow up from, you know, a 10 viewer streamer to like 1,000, you do need that first little bit of luck to kind of pick up, and then you're a little bit more cemented in the streaming space. I think some people do find it, like specifically like the FaZe boys. They know how to make like a viral clip, or they know how to make things hit the algorithm specifically for their demographic of viewers. But I do think
someone, I literally think it's like Mr. Beast even says this. It's really cringe, but I kind of agree. It's like, there's no such thing as an algorithm, chat. It's just your audience. Like, just replace algorithm with audience. I don't know. Like, listen, I think it's really nice. I think it helps everyone's mental framework to just think that it's all about luck. I think it helps everyone feel better to think that it's luck, whereas like I tend to think it's more of a skill. I think blowing up one time, getting a random Hawk Tua clip, that's luck. What you do after that then is
Starting your first initial
Let's say
viral
talent,
sequence
but
is a lot of
smart
luck for
strategy.
I do think luck is a factor, but as someone who did calculate and plan how to blow up and did go viral successfully off of it, like I knew looking the way I do and talking in a funny voice would get me a lot of views, and it did. And even though I don't really post that much content anymore, like I know if I just go back to that same formula, like I'm still guaranteed to get 1 million views if I try. So again, I do think skill is a big part of it.
I think Hawk Tua was a skillfully. I think it was a skillfully constructed play, and the only thing that I think could follow it up is if Haley Welch then appeared on Fortnite Friday.
So I'm just trying to help my boy out.
Let's go, baby. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Thanks, bro. No, I think a cryptocurrency is a better idea.
Yeah.
Content creators should be held accountable for their influence.
I mean, it depends, like what you want to. I mean, yeah, like probably kind of, maybe I'm more agree. I'm like agree. I'm just like, okay, so I don't want to get in trouble. But like, okay, some people are like holding them accountable for like shit that they shouldn't be held accountable for.
Yeah, I'd be like a soft agree here, dude. Like, come on. I think when people like content creators should be held accountable for their influence. The problem is that people either let them influence shit way too much, or like put way too much stake into that like influence. Okay, like I'm sorry, if you're getting your political views from fucking XQC instead of just watching him do like Minecraft speedruns, like that's on you, dude. Like.
At the end of the day, dude, you're watching some like overpaid like dumbasses playing Fortnite or playing Among Us or playing GTA. Like, it's not that deep. If you're getting your influence of your values from those people, that's on you.
Okay, I think it depends on what.
Right, like, and I agree with Peter's point here. It depends on what, and it depends on like, yeah, it depends on their content. What are they doing, right? Like. I think generally people put way too much stake in fucking content creators and shit like that. It's the same thing with like, I don't know, man. Like watch them for the entertainment. Don't be fucking getting your values and all of your deep beliefs on this.
For
pre-watched, guys, what do you mean pre-watched? I was there.
example, like let's say like I have a viewer that says, oh shit, streaming, this is what I want to do. Like I influence them to like make a career change. I feel like that's not really on me if that's the best course of action. And I don't think that's really my fault. But for example, if I'm using my platform to spread bigotry and hatred, I think I should be held accountable for that. It depends on what exactly, because what you could be influenced to do, there's like so many different avenues what qualifies, I guess. But there also are some psychotic people out there that will be like, oh, I got like a vision from God, and the God looked like fucking Pokemon, and Pokemon told me to go fucking on a murder spree.
Now that I believe in this. I'm down for that influence.
Or some shit. Should Pokey be
Pokey
fucking held accountable for that? No.
She's never wrong.
No. Oh, fuck. Is my opinion bad? I don't know, dude. But yeah.
You influenced me.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think as a content creator you inherently have to be political, but you are responsible for who and what you platform. And if you're not making your intentions clear and then collaborating with or engaging with content that is a little like just, suspicious in some ways, and you're not actually ever taking a stand for it, I feel
I think this is one of those where like, okay, Chav, I was to give you my honest view, like should content creators be held accountable for their influence? Absolutely. On like a certain scale of things. Do I think that depending on the platform, do I think some people like make that way too fucking broad and way too big? Absolutely. Like
you can't be surprised when people
like relax, bro. We're speedrunning Minecraft.
Want to hold you accountable when you've never actually clearly defined your stance on something.
Short form content is ruining attention spans.
Biggest agreement.
I mean, between streaming and also like being on TikTok for hours every day, my fucking attention span is cooked. It's just I always need some sort of dopamine hit. So yeah. Dude, you know when the TikTok ban happened? That night I opened a book for the first time in months. I'm not even kidding you.
Sad.
I was like, Red Rising. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, I heard good things.
Yeah.
I think there's three major caveats where you say politics and entertainment have been deliberately melded. Lots of streamer viewership is young, impressionable people. People form parasocial relationships with streamers. Listen, I'm just gonna do a classic. It's the parents' fault. I mean, our parents need better values. They got to be raising them kids, not watching the Minecrafters. Goddamn video games ruining my kids.
So I was like, damn, there's nothing for me to do right now. I guess I'll just read a book. It felt almost like book propaganda.
Now we can consume it.
Listen, I just don't want people. Listen, fine, hold content creators accountable then, chat. Just don't hold me accountable.
Video in
That's
like
all I
sometimes
want.
5 seconds,
Selfishly.
6 seconds, 10 seconds. So when you have like 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 10 seconds to kill, like in between waiting for your friend to go to the bathroom, you can't watch a full YouTube video. You can't read a book. You can't. So normally we would kind of just like be patient, be bored in that time. But now it's like, oh wait, that's enough for me to watch like 5 TikToks. So you just boom, it becomes habit and you're just like bored. And we can't like stand being bored for 30 seconds. Like it's crazy. I cannot stand and just like look at nothing.
Girl, I don't know. I'm scrolling on my phone when I'm arms full carrying a bunch of stuff up the stairs. I got TikTok in the other hand. I'm cooking dinner. TikTok in the other hand. I'm doing my makeup. I'm TikTok in the other hand. I'm in the shower. TikTok in my hand. Like just all the time. I'm scrolling on my phone constantly.
Twitch is unfair to small streamers.
Okay, by the way, this is one where I think I purposefully did not stand where I should have stood. I'll tell you right away. This is one of those where, like, as a big streamer, you have to strongly agree with this. Like, this is a bait. You have to strongly agree with this.
Twitch is unfair to small streamers. Do you agree with that? That they are unfair?
Oh, wait,
Do you
no.
disagree? Or are you neutral?
I mean, like, listen, like, what does unfair mean? I mean, it's just how they design the website. It's also how they framed it, though. Like, what does it mean to be unfair to small streamers? Like, that's like saying, okay, put it another way, viewers are unfair to small streamers because they don't watch the small streamers. Is that unfair?
Unfair is the word. I don't know if unfair is the word I use.
I agree with that.
I think discoverability on Twitch is better than like YouTube streaming for sure and YouTube Live, but it's definitely still not easy. That's
yeah. Dude, Wig kills it here. It's not about like fair or that's why the wording is just weird. Like, what is fair or unfair about? It's just they have bad discoverability.
why if anyone asks me for advice when it comes to streaming, push other platforms first, and hopefully your audience can transfer over to Twitch, because I do think Twitch does a pretty bad job of making small streamers be able to be discovered without being on other platforms first. So
I just think there isn't really like an algorithm for it. So if you're not already up there, there's not going to be any discoverability. And like, I don't know, I guess certain like games and stuff, I think you can, if it's slightly more niche, you can kind of slowly climb it a bit more. But like, for the most part, ain't no one scrolling down like the bottom of the just chatting segment. They're just not doing that. So
yeah, it feels like Twitch is just collaboration after like collaboration.
Yeah.
And you kind of need to do that in order to actually grow. Yeah, I just want more discoverability for smaller streamers.
yeah. Yeah.
Come to the front of the crowd.
Come on now, Blau.
No, I don't have a take. I don't have a take on this.
No,
I mean, if you go against the small streamers, I comment section, I would really
Blau hates.
no, like it's not that I hate small. I'm just like I don't really know what that means that like Twitch is unfair or fair to small streamers. You know? It's like, okay, it's okay. How do we just give more to, what if making the site more discoverability causes less people to tune into Twitch? Well, I don't know. Like, fuck.
Small streamers.
It's okay to separate the content from the creator.
This one, I'm like, I don't fucking know. Oh, shit. Like, I don't fucking know on this one. Like, bro, like if someone's like the Kanye West question. Oh yeah, let's see the answer here.
Do you agree with that? That it's okay? Like that person is, but the content is good, or you disagree?
I think if it's like really bad, then no. Like I don't think.
My take for all of this, by the way, is it is okay to separate the content from the creator. It is also not. It's also okay to not separate the content from the creator. Like, dude, let people do what they want to do with their own like fucking values. If you personally want to separate the content from the creator, do that. If you don't want to do that, also do that. Because there's any number of content and creator that you could or could not separate, right? Like, are you going to judge, I don't know, fucking classical authors for the fact that they probably, I don't know, like were fucking sexist and racist and shit? I was like, well, yeah, they grew up in the fucking, I don't know, 17th, 18th century, right? Like, do we judge all classical works or classical music with the lens of like 21st century values and politics? No, right? Like, I'm just saying Beethoven was probably just as fucked up as Kanye. No, maybe not. But like, I think it is totally fine to have for people to have different opinions on how much they want to separate the content from a creator. That's my overall take. Anyways.
That it's okay? Like that person is, but the content is good.
Tell Ryan I'm almost there.
Disagree.
I think if it's like really bad, then no. Like I don't think it can be separated. But if it's like,
how about Kanye?
But that's the thing is like, what does really bad mean? Like, what does really bad mean? I mean, like Michael Jackson had some fucking controversies. We still bump Michael Jackson, right? Like Elvis Presley had controversies. We still, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, what is really bad versus not really bad? R. Kelly, yeah. Right? Like, so, you know? Yeah, movies is tricky too. Think about how many people like has everyone stopped watching any movie that Harvey Weinstein was involved in, right? So when we say something like, well, if it's really bad, what is really bad?
Hey, what?
And I think really bad changes on who you ask for what is really bad.
Feel. Will you ever listen to another Kanye West song? Like if it comes on, you're like, nah. Or is
Crams,
it kind of like,
you.
let it play?
Listen, no, I was in Chicago when My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy dropped. It held the city down. We loved that. It was incredible. I was a Kanye fan, and then I can't keep defending him, you know. I'm also Jewish, so like, you know, there's that. Yeah, I think actually in that case, I don't listen to. Okay, if Runway comes on, there's like two or three. I'm not gonna skip Runway, chat. I'm sorry. Like fucking sue me, okay? I'm not skipping Runway. And you know what? I bet you if I microanalyze your life and all the media you consume, I bet you I can find some fucking really controversial media that you consume too. Okay, we all fucking do it. 3. Okay, Runway comes. So I listen. I was on like, okay, but anything else? No. Anything else?
It's like the level of what kind of happened. Like, if again for like the Mike Vick situation, fighting Dog Arena is insane. Great quarterback, but like I'm not gonna be like, I need the next Mike Vick jersey. Like, I can't do that morally, you know, because I know he just killed a bunch of dogs. It's fucking crazy. I guess Kanye, it's like you're spewing so much hate and so much shit all over the TL. But he also is also not mentally there. So it's like, it's so case by case, but I do think if something is so severe and so gross, I can't fuck with that person ever again.
Yeah, my favorite karaoke song was Ignition by R. Kelly.
Ah, see, R. Kelly did come up.
Now I can't fucking.
It's the remix to Ignition. Fresh out the kitchen, mama rolling that. Sorry, I can't sing that. Fuck.
Sing that song anymore. My karaoke song is now fucking Chasing Cars.
It's a good
by
song.
Snow Patrol.
Dude, great song.
Oh my God. oh, they don't know what Snow Patrol did. Like, this is the problem. So someone be like, yeah, man, but I love Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. And then someone will be like, actually, did you know that the guitarist for Snow Patrol killed a mother and child in a drunk driving accident? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Can't listen to Snow Patrol now. Like,
I know.
No, okay, but the framing of the question was it's okay to separate it.
This is what I
also
said.
think it's okay to not separate. Like if you're someone where I think that's where I'm kind of at. It's like if that's where you want to draw the line, like draw the line there. If someone else doesn't, I'm kind of okay with it. A lot. Like, basically, everyone was problematic, right? Like throughout human history. So sometimes you got to kind of like pick and choose your battles. That's all I'm saying.
that's my final point on it. Okay. I don't like, I feel like people think that there should be a universal, this person bad, this person good, and that we have to like all tick the same boxes. Like, why can't we just let people have different boundaries? I don't know. That's why I'm saying, like, I think for this question, I'm also saying that it's okay to not separate them. If you're someone who doesn't separate them and you have a really hard line for what you're okay with, I think that's cool too. Yeah, Beethoven probably said some shit, dude. I like some of the Mozart songs. What the fuck does it, you know, like... You know, like, do you guys think that that's am I just so out of whack for that take? Ryan is waiting for you? Okay. I don't want to keep Ryan waiting. I don't want to keep Ryan waiting. No. It's Alma. It's okay. That's fair. I shouldn't keep people waiting. Chat, they're right. This is about alive people, not historical or dead people. Okay. Why does it matter if they're alive or dead? Like, okay, so does Kanye dying, does that change how we view the heinous shit that he's saying and how we, you know, look at his music? Like, as an example, I listen to less Kanye music because of what he's done. If Runway comes on, I'm still probably going to play it. But anything else, I'm probably going to skip. Yeah, it's like Kanye's good. I don't know. I think it's from the perspective of money going to that. Listen, a lot of these people, I think that's a silly argument. Some of these people have so much money, your support of their media, it doesn't fucking matter. You know? Current content creators, it's asking, it says it's okay to separate the content from the creator. What the fuck? It doesn't say, wait, what? It doesn't say anything about current. I mean, I'm using this as an exercise for us to think about content and creators overall. Bro, like, look, if we're talking about the creator, right? Like God, like, look, technically he's responsible for all this shit, you know? So, you know, bring it up with him. You know, that's actually a really good point. Hey, listen, God doesn't judge us until the end of our days. So why are we judging each other, you know? Thanks, guys. I'll be preaching next Sunday as well. Thank you so much. All right. I've kept Ryan waiting too long. He's going to be mad.